We're gonna take a look at UNLV and some of their favorite boot and play action concepts. And right here, see a two-back set, looks like they're offset to the right. We reverse out, fake the toss here to the tight end. Single receiver looks like he's going up, going to some sort of an angle corner. Got a shallow drag and got a deeper drag right here. So right here, again, faking like they're just going toss with the outside zone. Everybody's going flat, being pretty aggressive. Hard fake with his eyes around to see his D in case he's getting into his face. Right here, obviously he's squeezing down, so he feels great about it. Get out, and this is actually a really hard, tough throw, and it happens quickly for a right-handed quarterback. But right here, whips it around. As you see, you actually got a couple guys in the same window. So right here, outside linebackers just spot dropping. There's a guy in that window, and there's the receiver working across as well. So takes the number one option, gives it to him right there in the space, and gets vertical. Falls for a pretty decent gain there against Michigan, just finding the void by a tight end. Same look here, this time just going the other way. Again, backs are offset that way. A little bobble on the snap right here, so it's kind of awkward looking, but right there again, a hard toss fake. This guy squeezes just a little bit, doesn't get upfield. Whip your eyes around. Here's an angle corner. There's your first shallow, and you got this drag coming across as well. Find that window. Outside linebackers dropping again. A lot easier going this way for a right-handed quarterback. Right here again, faking the toss hard. Get your eyes around. There's your first option with that tight end. He's in the window. Easy throwing catch before the outside linebacker. Same thing. The outside linebacker was just spot dropping. Puts it on his body. Decent gain right there. Just a little bit of misdirection. Faking the toss. Now against Michigan, they have their backup quarterback with the lefty in. Again, faking that toss hard. This end squeezes a little bit. There's your tight end. He's going angle corner. There's your deeper drag. Let's see what happens on this one. Tight end gets caught up. Gets his legs caught up. Falls down. Now your second option is that guy dragging across hard. Lets him eat. Gets all the way across the field right there. Pretty good throwing catch here by the lefty. Puts it into space right there. Let him run all the way across the field. That was really your second option because that tight end fell down, had to hold on this thing a little bit longer than you really hoped to. But right there, great job getting across the field. Tons of space there on that misdirection. I think that angle corner took a safety and a corner with it whenever it went vertical. That's really what you're hoping. So when he goes vertical here, takes 2 for 1. Great. Now let these guys work this space here. High on these outside linebackers. That's what they do right there. Just working that open space with that hard play fake on the toss. Here's a look of a really good play action. Great concept. Again, downhill, they're going to fake inside zone. On this one, you're just going to fade out. So right there, FOR, take that corner off. You got an out here. He's dragging across. You got a flat route here by the fullback on the opposite side. So right there, play action. And work that way. Everybody's being pretty aggressive, faking inside zone. Your number one look's going to be this fade out. As long as that corner's running, we're going to get to the out. Then you're going to find this flat route here for the check down. So basically, you're just getting that flood. And you're getting an extra receiver working across there as well. On this one, sees the corner playing off. Safety's pretty soft. Heck of a throw right there, rolling to your left. With a little bit of pressure, still able to get quite a bit on this ball for a pretty deep out. Good catch there as well. As you can see, there's a safety playing way off. Here's outside linebacker. If he would have flown down, he's playing pretty low right here to this flat route, so we're going to that second level. If he would have flown out right here, now you're checking it down. That would be number 3 option. And of course, if this Mike's running to that hard, now you got this tight end working across. There would be number 4. So really good progression right here for the quarterback. Getting out of the pocket, moving the launch point. Pretty good throw and catch right there against that pretty soft coverage from that safety. Same look, taking advantage of this safety again right here. Fade, see what this corner does. Again, hard play action. There's your flat route. This guy stays pretty low on that. So this corner's got his back turned, playing really soft. Tons of space there on the out route. This safety is real late to it. Safety's not a great player. I only watched a couple of plays of this guy, but every time he was just really hesitant, not very aggressive, and doesn't make any plays. And right here's no exception. He gets toasted and just barely touches the guy. So really bad play there by 13. But again, you can see that concept in what all you're seeing here. You got a fade taking that corner off, and you got lots of guys working these windows here with a little bit of misdirection play action. Great throw and catch. The receiver turns this into a touchdown for him. Same game. They loved running this against Nevada. Fade right here out. This time it looks like they're down playing a little bit of man-to-man. They took the other safety out. They got a new guy in there. Again, play action, now going to your left, flat route, fade, climb, and real quick, this happens quickly. So right there, his eyes are out there. He doesn't like against man-to-man really. So he finds right there, he's low. There's your 4th option, on the move. Great feel for it, and then great job slowing him down. Right here, you don't really want to throw this dude like a perfect ball right in front of him because this is going to lead him into that safety. You want to slow him down so now he can get vertical. That's what he does right there. He's able to protect himself. Doesn't really make anybody miss or anything, but he at least is able to protect himself. Flips his hips, easy catch. Let's go ahead and protect the football, get a pretty decent gain there on 2nd and 15. Another way to run this, now they got their 2 backs here. Again, we looked at the last video where they're blocking there and diving downhill with a little bit of duo. Now they're faking that, going fade out, and instead of blocking, he's going to the flats. You got your climb across here. On this one, the D end makes a pretty good play. He runs right through that, destroys this route on his way to the quarterback. So really good play there by the D end. And right here, as you're looking, Colorado State, they're playing a bit of man-to-man. And his feet are square. He's flat-footed. He's beat right now. As long as you got time, he has releases. He's just trying to grab. And really great job by this quarterback giving some ground, throwing this off his back foot. As you see, he's getting tons of pressure. There was your flat route. There's your fade. Here's your out working. You got a climb coming across from a single receiver. But he gets ground, throws off his back foot, and really accurate throw there. So good ball on the move to be able to put it on the guy right there off his back foot where he did. It's pretty impressive. Here's a look at a different concept. Again, two backs in the backfield. They're actually unbalanced here. Just running a smash here. And this is the first play for the offense against Michigan. Faking hard across, faking outside zone. Getting on the edge, reading the corner. Corner backs up. Just a simple smash read with a little bit of movement. Rip it out there. Maybe a little bit late on this. And that's kind of the theme for some of their throws. A little bit late on these flat routes. But a good catch. Good gain there against Michigan to start the game off. A little bit of movement in the pocket, play action. With the two backs on the same side, unbalanced set. Make those guys communicate. And still, faking downhill, blocking the edge. Real strong protection because you had even an extra guy sliding with it right there. Great call to start a game. Getting the ball out in space, giving your guys some confidence, which is what they do right here with UNLV. Just get a completion. That's what they do. Number 2 team in the country ends up winning the national championship. They start the game off really well. Same look, basically, you got your two backs here, faking outside zone. He's going to seal. Now you got a tight end over right here on this side. You got a smash route out there. So you have an extra guy on the progression, which is this tight end who gets absolutely jammed up by the six tech. But again, there's the off back, creating the edge right there. Able to run these guys faking outside zone, faking hard. And right here on this one, he doesn't like the flat route right here. Either he's late to it and doesn't feel good about it, or it's tighter coverage and you can't see it. The great thing about this, once you have to get through your progression, you got 1, 2, and you got 3. This guy dragging. Of course, you can come back to this flat if that corner gets some depth. Getting on the edge gives your quarterback the option to run right here, and that's what they do. So right here, this is 1st and 15. Misdirection, smash. If nobody's there, run with the quarterback. He gets about 7. So solid gain there for the little bit of play action. I think this is a really good concept where you can just get your guy on the edge a little bit. Easy read, and also a chance to run, get a positive gain. Here's a look against Colorado State. You got your fullback right here as opposed to that off back, again, faking outside zone. Smash route, flat route, you got a drag here. He's a little bit deep, it's not really a viable option. You gotta go a little flatter to get there. We're here on this one again. Corner's driving it hard, and you see him drive hard. Find that corner route, his safety is way off, so tons of space. Easy throwing catch. He gets absolutely stuck though, my gosh. You might want to give it a little bit of a shake here, but they got sticks him. So a good tackle there, but was playing so far off. Tons of space in that intermediate window. Easy throwing catch right there for UNLV. Pretty good game. Now we're seeing a look here against Vandy. The same formation again, fullbacks here, faking outside zone, corner, hitch. And on this one, it looks like Vandy's playing over the top of the corner. He's walling. He's getting hands on this, trying to fall to the flats late. On this one, I'd say quarterback's late with the ball. Ball should be out right now. All right, so that guy's walling. Get it out. Instead, he takes 2 extra steps past the ball. And that guy, once he walls, he gets to the flats. Closes that space. Should be a lot more space when he catches this, but they still get a completion. He's on 1st and 10. If you make that guy miss, it'd be great, but ends up getting him on the ground, or at least slow him down enough so his guys can rally to get him on the ground. So I think that ball is late to him, but they got a completion. And right here, as you're looking at it, they saw what they wanted to see, how that safety was playing it, how this guy's playing it. That'll come into factor in the next play. So same game right here against Vandy, again, faking hard across. There's your play action. Now we go half roll. All right, that's the main thing right here. Half roll, you don't want to run all the way outside the pocket. It just gets wide, and they get lucky because they miss a guy. They don't quite slide hard enough to this defensive end. He does a great job seeing this corner fire and ends up taking his guard. Absolutely whiffs. You got a guy free here, and you got this guy, frontside linebacker, working hard off the edge right there, trying to slice contain as well. So right there, half roll. And on this one, instead of running a corner, he goes corner, post on that safety. So hitch there. This guy is dragging as well. But the corner post, half roll, play action, you got tons of space laid out there. I wish we could see the route to see exactly what it looked like, but he absolutely toasts this guy. Not a perfect ball, but so wide open. So a throw and catch a touchdown right there against the safety, probably of overplaying that corner. This half roll, you got the entire field to throw to because that guy's chasing hard on that drag. Good throw and catch, great call. This is late in the game. This is 4th quarter with 2.5 minutes left against the SEC team. I know what you're saying, it's Vandy, but it's an SEC team. It's a huge win for UNLV. Getting a huge completion, big touchdown right there on that corner post off that same action they'd seen earlier in the game. Really interesting look here from Unbalanced. Again, tight ends on the line, faking hard across, setting the edge. Now instead of going smash, they're going out and up. Looks like they're probably going to post right there outside, so you just go 1 to the post, 2 to the out and up. That's really the only options they have. Now they got to run. But right there, those are the only options they have. They throw it in that window. Looks like he had jumped that out route. As we'll roll it back, we'll see this linebacker jumps his out route, gets his eyes to the quarterback after he jumps it, thinks he's got it covered, and then he rolls up the sideline. Again, good throw and catch into the alley. There's your safety conversion, probably about to smack him. That's what he does right there. But you can see if those linebackers are just being pretty aggressive to guard those out routes and getting flat-footed eyes to the quarterback. Now run those guys off of that post, run the corner off, and you go out and up at that alley. Good throw and catch, big play there against Michigan. I thought this was a really interesting concept, and right here they were really unbalanced. They got an extra lineman, they got their tight end here in line, and they're just running a play action here. This is on 3rd and 2 in a pretty good game against Wyoming, so this is a big game. And they pull this call out right here in the red zone. You got your tight end right here, and you got your receiver, and he ends up inside releasing this thing, going to the corner. He outside releases, going to the snag. This guy right here, instead of running that dive, is going to the flats. So right here on this one, I would think they were really trying to pop this corner, let these guys run down, out leverage them right there. So I'd look 1 to the corner. It's not there. They're looking 2 to the flats. They're really running hard, and you see everybody's running to that flat route and with the quarterback. Because right here again, 3rd and 2, being pretty aggressive. And then this tight end just outside releases. Now he's working the space with that snag route. Great awareness about the quarterback, allowing everything to just kind of work open, work wide, and just putting it on his body. Easy throw and catch right there, getting about 7-8 yards on a 3rd and 2. So really big play there. I thought it was great design. You're unbalanced, hard play action. You got a progression off of it, gets to number 3. Who ends up being open for a big completion there in the middle of the field. Pretty good play action right here. Looks like they're in a triangle, motion across. He's going to the flats, corner, so now you're starting with a smash again. Hard play action right here. They switch release this. He's going to this first drag, deeper drag. So you got your progression. You're going to go flat 1. Of course, if he's not hot, you probably can get off of him. Looking corner, that guy's getting some depth. So find your crossers. There he is working across. Great job here by the quarterback selling. Doesn't have to be a total boot right here where he's getting out, but right there, hard action. Now about a half boot, about 2 steps. He's really 1-2 off that progression, finding 3 already. He's in space, give it to him. Good throw, and it makes the guy miss. Moment's too big. And now these guys are high walling right here, allowing his guy to get down the sideline. Great job there, not getting a blindside block. Just throwing your shoulder, your back to it, showing your hands. Same thing here. No reason to touch anybody, just get your hands up, get in his way. Great play there by those receivers, and also pretty good throw and catch. Great job filling the space there by the drag. Well, this play right here, pretty interesting look. They motion across. They're an unbalanced because they have a tight end, they have a receiver on the ball. They're faking that duo that they have, and this guy just pops, and he goes to the back of the end zone right here. And on this one, going to be a hard play action. I'm not sure if this was an RPO or if this was just something that was called. Again, hard downhill action. He's going like he's blocking outside linebacker, and he just pops to the end zone, up and over the top of him. Great throw and catch there. Good adjustment there by that tight end to open his hips, make a play. Really good job. Again, probably seeing right there that once they went unbalanced, these guys were pretty aggressive getting into the run, coming from the backside. I think we saw that against Air Force. These guys were really trying to run this dive down. So right here, these guys, now they decide to fake it and pop it right there over his head. They end up getting a touchdown here late in the game, in the 3rd quarter, to go up against Air Force in a pretty big game. So good throw and catch, great scheme, especially having seen that probably earlier in the game with those guys away from the unbalanced set, being pretty aggressive, trying to run something down from the backside. Here's another look of a concept that a lot of people are running. So right here is some sort of a spot or a settle. He's running a post, and then they're faking this off back's going to the wheel. Hard play action. They're getting a 7-man pro here. Getting play action. Turns his back to it. There's your post. He actually beats the corner stumbling, and right there he lays it out there to him. So one thing that's really interesting about this play, it is a 1-high look. It's usually kind of hard to throw a post against that 1-high look. That 1-high is staying over here towards the hash. You got to put some pace on this to win, and that's what he does right here. He's able to beat this safety before he can get from the hash over. Puts it right in space. Really good throw and catch, and of course, you've got this guy working this window here. I don't know if he's running a sit or something, maybe running a drag. Typically we'd be running some sort of a drag, but right here, it's almost like a curl. Looks like a wheel there from that off bat that you're seeing coming from the backfield, running a wheel, maybe some sort of an option route there as well. Like number 1 with that post, you gotta put some pace to beat that safety. So right here, probably not the exact look that they were seeing in practice or seeing on film, but they're able to take advantage of it and create a big play right there because this guy was strong through this contact to this corner. Big throw and catch there. So there's a lot of versatile options right there to get you guys on the edge and create big plays. If you create big plays with really good protection. So I thought that was some really good stuff from UNLV. Let us know if you run any of these types of concepts. We'd love to hear how they work out for you. And follow us on Twitter at Coach's Caviar. So look us up so we can interact on that platform. And then we do have some different products coming out so we can give you different discounts and codes for those products so you can get those at a discounted price. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.